Hey guys, it's Conf Hollywood Studios here, and we have a really cool development coming from Dorney Park, a Cedar Fair park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, regarding a 2024 project. Yesterday, there was some news coming out of the Planning Commission, the board meeting they had with South Whitehall Township, which is the town that Dorney Park is in Lehigh County, Pennsylvania. And they essentially revealed their plans for their 2024 project, which is looking to be a coaster. We heard that it was 161 feet tall, which is a really great height. So that led a lot of people initially to think that the wooden coaster that was in the plans for 2020 was off. Personally, I do believe that. Right here we have the actual plans that were on the website right now for South Whitehall Township. You can access these. I do want to give a shout out to Coaster News Roundup on Instagram. It's a new account. They post really great news updates of the coaster industry, so definitely go give them a follow if you're on Instagram. We're going to take a look through this document here because there's a lot to unpack, and truly I'm not fully capable of fully interpreting this because this is a little out of my field. But we're going to take a look, see what we can see, and try to figure out what is going on at Dorney Park for 2024. So right here, this is kind of the main picture right here. This is Possessed right here. That's their monster attraction. This is all an existing sort of pathway. That's the bridge over to Steel Forest. That's their pendulum ride. Over here we have Cedar Creek Flyers, and this is where that haunted house is, as well as the restrooms. So the station for the attraction is going to go right here. It's very close to where Stinger's used to be. If you're not familiar with Stinger, that was the Vekoma inverted boomerang coaster that used to be here. It was removed in 2017, and since then there's been a lot of rumors regarding a replacement for that attraction. It looks like that attraction, given that it gets approved by the county, will be coming in 2024. Now, this is where things get a little tricky because you really need to know what to look for when looking at something like this. You can see all these little circles and little tiny boxes. From what I understand, those are footers, so you cannot actually see the layout. I was losing my mind trying to figure out what the layout of this ride is. It's very difficult to figure it out because there's no actual track shown in the proposal. It's just footers and where the supports will meet the ground. So again, very difficult to see. But one big takeaway is that Possessed will not get removed for this coaster, which I think is awesome. I know for the wooden coaster, Possessed was going to be removed, which in my opinion would have been a really bad move. So it's very good to see that that will not be happening in this situation. And you can really, it's very tough to make out everything regarding this attraction because, like I said, I can't really interpret this fully, and this is still a working plan, so not everything is definite, of course. And like I said, this still may not happen. It has to be approved. But you can see a lot of footers, and I'm going to go to the next slide here. It's another good look right here. Now, again, this is where the path, the ride layout of Stinger used to be. You can see a lot of new concrete walkway right here, concrete pad for mechanical equipment. So, like I said, very difficult to make up anything of this. It's tough to even see where the ride is going to be at its highest point, what the layout is even going to be. Truly very difficult. There's not a lot of information about this right now. We don't know even if it's a coaster. I assume it is a coaster because it just makes the most sense. We don't know a manufacturer yet, though I've seen a lot of people speculating this could be a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster. It would be a shuttle coaster similar to Palindrome that's being built at Codaland in Texas. Again, that's just a rumor. That's not confirmed in any way, shape, or form. That's just judging off of what we have to see here. Like I said, it's very difficult to interpret. Here we can see again, Possessed is right here, and this is the current sort of plaza that's there. This is where Stinger's entrance used to be, so definitely something to keep an eye out there. There's going to be a new plaza right here, it looks like, and it looks like the coaster is going to run in this area, maybe even come over here since there is spots of new concrete. So, like I said, it's very difficult to make this out. This is an overview of all of Dorney Park. So we're looking at this area right over here, because as far as I can tell, yes, right over here. So, yeah, very difficult to make out, like I said. We're going to move on to this one. There's a lot of different looks at this whole area. This is a much closer look at where the ride's actually going to be. So you have the Zephyr train ride that runs around it. This is the Flying Scooters attraction, the restrooms, then the buildings back here. So I really can't make much out of this, honestly. We do have, this is the sort of main entrance to Dorney Park. So what's really cool is as you come down Lincoln Avenue from the highway, you're going to come to that stop sign where you turn on to Dorney Park Road, and you're just going to see that this coaster presumably, right there, which is going to be really, really cool for people coming to Dorney Park. Here's another look at it in relation to Possessed. Looks like, wow, this is a much more detailed one. You can even see stuff down to speakers. There's a lot of really crazy information here, and if any of you guys are really proficient in stuff like this, planning documents and everything, this is actually the demo plan right here. So you're going to see everything that needs to be demolished. I assume everything in red is what's being demolished. As you can see here, this is demolition plan. So lots of, I guess, pathways and old things from Stinger that will be removed. And down here we have demo plan 2. This is a little closer to Possessed. Possessed is not included in the demo plan, thankfully. But yeah, lots of stuff up here. It looks like that Rita's will also go, which is right towards the end of Possessed, like by the twist down there. So that'll go, judging off of this, which is definitely interesting. And here's another look. We could see again the station for the proposed attraction. Now, again, I've said this, probably sound like a broken record at this point. It's very difficult to interpret much of anything out of this. What we do know for sure is that it's 161.7 feet from what I remember, and it is going to be going in the spot of Stinger. Possessed is not being removed. No rides are being removed by the looks of it for this attraction. And this is the station right here, pretty close to Lincoln Avenue and Dorney Park Road's intersection. It's going to be right down past the flying scooters. No, not exactly sure where the entrance will be, but this is what we have to see for now. Again, another closer look to Possessed. Lots of stuff going on in here. New concrete shells we can see, so maybe the coaster's going to run down here. Maybe the entrance is going to be down here or over here. It looks like the mechanical bay is going to be over here by the looks of it. Yeah, lots of stuff to unpack here. I really do wish I had more information, but this is absolutely everything that has been released. This is the utility plan right here. Lots of stuff going on. Very exciting. I'm just going to scroll through the rest of these so you guys can see what else there is to see. Lots of stuff. This is the erosion assessment. That doesn't really matter for our sake. But it's really cool to see that Cedar Fair looks to be going ahead with a new project for Dorney Park. Dorney Park's last coaster was not Possessed, Stinger in 2012, which is already removed. So the last coaster before that was Possessed back in the late 2000s, and that was a relocation. So it's been a really long time since Dorney has gotten a really big coaster, and it looks like that is going to be what this is. After all, it's going to be 160 feet tall, so it's definitely going to have a presence at the park, and overall, I can't wait to see more come out about this attraction. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know it was not the most information packed, but I just wanted to let you guys know that plans are being submitted now and being, looked at by the town for Dorney Park and a new 2024 project. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned so you never miss another Dorney Park Great Adventure, any coaster industry news. See you guys next time.